Welcome to Tansson TV Plus. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Mom.
Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Yeah, thank you for joining us again.
Yeah, we always love doing this. And Mom, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. Brandon, how are you doing?
All is well here. And Mom, are you able to let us know what are we up to today?
Today we're going to talk about the Beverly Hillbillies.
Yes, this series originally began in September of 1962 and went until the Rule Purge in 1971.
Yes. I was actually surprised at how long it lasted, Brandon.
Yeah, are you able to tell us all about it?
Yeah, I will give you just a little bit of blurb, and actually, the blurb actually will take care of the first episode too, in regards to the episode itself. So anyway, the series and first episode is really about a family who lives in the Ozarks, and oil is discovered on their land, and then they move to California. They earn about $25 million based upon the oil in which that was found on the property. This family this family lived in the woods per se, and so being in California is a whole different experience for them. And so we get to see this family as they learn that is where they're going to be, and when they first enter California. And then the series itself talks about their experiences in California itself. And that, in essence, is the Beverly Hillbillies.
Mom, thank you so much for that.
You're welcome, Brandon.
And overall, what were your thoughts about this episode, this first episode, and the series based off of it?
All right, Brandon, I will give, first of all, let me say that I don't know if I've ever seen the Beverly Hillbillies. I thought I had, but apparently I don't think I have. And so, watching the first episode, I didn't care for it as much. Yes, I did do a couple giggles, but I didn't care for it as much. Maybe the other episodes are better, but for the first episode, I thought they did a good job giving the background. I will give that. It had an initiating event. I liked that they gave the initiating event, and they were very detailed in it. We learned about the family itself, and we learned how they made it to California. And so that part, I thought they did a wonderful job explaining. As in, for watching the show, it seemed very, very long. It actually was a full 31 minutes, and this is without commercials, which is surprising for a show. Most of the time, it's around 22, 23 minutes when you watch a half-hour episode. So overall, I didn't care for it, but I'm not saying that I would not watch another episode. But I was just surprised that I didn't care for it as much as I thought I would. All right, Brandon, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I really had any major expectations going into it, but I will say that I don't know. Like, I think about when we went in to watch Sister City's Green Acres, that I was thinking, like, did I really want to go into this? But I was pleasantly surprised by how much I enjoyed watching Green Acres, and so going into this, I was thinking that I'd be surprised and like it more than I did, and I can't really say that I did, but I will say the end provides some humorous elements, but is it enough for me to per se watch the series? I don't think so. But again, not to say I wouldn't watch another episode or two to see if there's any change from this one.
Yeah, and I will say I might watch episode two because when we left the first episode, they had just really moved to California. I would like to see them experience the house for the first time. And so I will probably watch the second episode. But after that, I don't know if I'll continue watching the show. But like I said, I think they did a wonderful job actually doing the backstory. That I will give them credit for.
Yeah, and I will say that this whole thing, I mean, we speak uh, about these shows that we haven't seen before, is I like that when we're able to have these initiating events, we're able to see truly how did we get here, and I think that this did it quite well and provide, I mean, an intriguing story for whatever it's worth. Again, not necessarily enough for me to continue watching, but it's an intriguing concept, though.
It is. And I will say, I want to give credit to the theme song um, because the first episode, I will say this, did not have, at least this episode that we saw, the version, there was not a theme song. However, The second episode, we did watch the very beginning, and the theme song was there, and it was very nice to see it. And it is true to itself, kind of like you said with Green Acres. It described perfectly what you needed to know in order to explain the show. And of course, I will. And I do love the theme song. I do for the Beverly Hillbillies.
Yes, and the theme song actually has a name titled "The Ballad of Jed Clampett."
Of course, it does. Of course. All right. And Brandon, did we have any connections?
So the main connection is with the company Filmways, and that the show helped inspire fellow rule shows Petticoat Junction and its spinoff Green Acres.
Yeah. And like you mentioned before, Brandon, Green Acres, I absolutely love, which of course is the very opposite of what we just watched.
Yeah, it truly, I mean, is the opposite, but yet, for whatever it's worth, while I didn't enjoy them the same as each other, I will say that the way that it presented its first episode is pretty similar.
Yeah, they did. And in a retrospective perspective, which is done nicely.
Yeah, so I mean, it's definitely overall interesting. Like I said, the series lasted for 9 seasons, 274 episodes, and it had and apparently in the 1990s they made a movie based off of this concept. So I mean, it definitely was popular and began a series of rule shows that stayed on CBS for quite a while.
Yes, it did. It did. And so we love to hear from you. Did you guys watch the Beverly Hillbillies? If so, did you like it? All right. And we thank you guys for joining us today.
And we look forward to seeing you next time.
All right. Have a great day, everybody.
Bye.